I know. That's why you had me do it first. I was like, cool.
Okay, so welcome to the Red Dot Collective. Eva and Sage are here for season 2. Season two.
Is it?
Yeah.
Season 2.
Mm-hmm.
Congrats, you guys.
Amazing.
It's amazing how easy you can just say season 2 when you just stop for like a month.
We've
Look, we made some changes. We're here at Canal Street Market, and we're sponsored by Listening Party and officially new Women's Space, so we're very excited. And today we have the wonderful, glorious, wonderful, glorious, spontaneous, artiste, creative, Mark. Please say your last name because I don't want to butcher it.
Aghatise.
Sexy as fuck. Can you just do it one more time because that sounded really good?
Aghatise.
Oh, wow. Seriously, thank you so much for coming on our show.
Thank you guys for having me. I'm really thankful.
Take it to the head.
We're also
make it count.
we're taking sips of water.
Yeah, that's exactly what we're doing. Taking
Right.
sips of water. So, wow, it's been some time.
I know. How are you guys?
Tired. So incredibly tired. But in the best way possible.
Good.
Like, we couldn't ask for a better reason to be tired.
Yeah.
Do you want to provide the honors for
You can.
like talking about it? So, Sage and I took on New Women's Space.
Woo!
Ew.
A little bit louder than I thought it would be, but
My ears are bleeding.
with love.
Absolutely.
Bleeding Love. I love that song by Leona Lewis. Anyway.
So yeah, we took on New Women's Space. You've been there, so you see how much work it can go into, and we're really excited because we're doing it. But it's a lot, yeah. And so we've been drinking a lot, which is why we're doing it.
I'm excited for you guys to be there because they had the comedy show there a couple months
Episode.
ago, and it was really funny. I was crying many times. Eva also performed and also made me laugh. So I'm excited to see how else you guys use that space.
Yeah.
and space that you guys deserve.
But Mark, good energy.
Love you guys.
I mean, I don't want to stop you from praising us, but I think we should, because like first we want to talk about you.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's the point.
That's the
right?
point. Yeah,
We're here
like,
for you.
but first, tell us how you've been before we dive into our first segment that you're really excited about.
I'm good. I took during the winter like a couple months vacation just to like really like to work, but also just I don't know, reflect on New York, how I want to approach, moving forward this spring and this summer. And since I've been back, it's been good. Been feeling more clear-headed. Trying to get this dollar bill.
You look
But
great.
Thank you. Honestly, yoga and meditation have been like my saving grace lately. So I've been good.
It's like I'm looking at the love of my life
Oh,
across.
Same. Get some
So great. We're all great. So we're all touching into our vices as he sips his drink.
My water.
Your water.
Thank you.
The Holy Spirit. So we're going to dive into our first and new segment. It's called Cunt of the Week. Now, I don't want to offend anybody because originally this is not a segment to offend anybody. Personally, I've never had an attachment to the word cunt. I just always recognize that as like, oh, it's a negative word that people use to degrade women in some fashion, right? But I never said it, but I took it like dick. Right? Did you have any correlation? I just took it like dick.
I wish y'all could be here because the intense eye contact I got.
Sage, did you have any correlation with the word cunt before I
Before
explain
now?
why? Yeah.
Well, I mean, even to this day, it's still kind of like a harsh word for me. So it hurts for me to say still. But
Okay.
you know,
It's
I'm
a
learning. It's
cacophonous word where it's like literally
It's
aggressive.
It's hard. It's so. Yeah.
What was that?
But I'm learning.
Yeah.
Learning and unlearning.
Because the thing is, like, words have meaning. But at the same time, the reason why we wanted to create this segment is because we wanted to be more organized. But then also, Sage and I, when we were on our way to New Women's Space, like I think it was the day of the signing that we were going to sign for this space. We were walking up, like we had a little poke in hand, you know, we're like, we have our dinner, it's going to be a great day. And this guy was on the corner of the subway and he was like,
Oh, no.
give me some money, like I need money, help people. And we're like, sorry, we don't carry cash. Like, we don't have any on us. And he was like, I hope you fucking choke on your dinner, you fucking cunts. And we were like, oh.
0 to 100.
No, it
Like
was
that.
actually, it was to the point where we like laughed out loud. And because I have never been called one before.
I know.
Yeah, me
It's such
neither.
an aggressive word too, honestly.
And the irony of having someone call you that who have no correlation on what you do, and it's like, we're about to sign to a space where we volunteer for free, and you call us a cunt. Now, you have your own life and situation why you probably called us that, but regardless, you called us this while we are basically saints. So...
Humble.
So it made me think, like, okay, what is this word? How can we redefine it in a way that, you're going to be called cunt no matter what you do, as if you have any type of femininity, at least in an American dialogue. If you have any type of that, you may be called a cunt one day in your life, right? So we wanted to make a segment called Cunt of the Week, which is taking back the word cunt, and it's still hard for me to say, and to celebrate people who are, probably being called cunt for doing positive work, and just like being a bad bitch is like a redefined term because you're doing the boss shit. You know what I'm saying? So I want to talk about Stacey Fox. I'll give you a little background. Because he was like, what the fuck is that?
I was like, who?
Which is fair because I was
Oh,
like...
no, you told me she was the bitch. She was the cunt. No, she was the bitch. Cunt's positive.
See how we're trying to figure it out?
Teach me. But
Like,
she was the one that's
teach me.
doing the abortion law.
Yes. Okay. So I'll redefine it. So Stacey Fox is the president and CEO of Planned Parenthood Southeast, and she's challenging Georgia Governor Brian Kemp, who is actually by definition a cunt.
Yes.
Literally.
Because he passed one of the most restrictive abortion laws in the country, but for Georgia State. And this is big news today specifically. And so he's basically saying that once a fetal heartbeat can be detected, which is about 6 weeks into the pregnancy, then it is considered illegal to abort the fetus, which is basically before any woman knows that they're actually pregnant. So they're making it nearly impossible for women to have an abortion and, taking away the right to do so. It's definitely illegal because it still goes against Roe versus Wade.
Ooh, are we keeping that?
Okay, look, I'm human. Arya's human. I'm a cunt. She's a cunt.
It's a cunt space.
It's a cunt space. Because we all came out of a cunt. You know what I'm saying?
And that's why gotta respect it.
This is going to be called the cunt show. We're trying something new, people. We're rebranding. We're trying something new. So, how do you feel, Mark, about, just being a man but having so much respect for women in general and just like...
Patriarchy, bitch.
But let's not forget, I'm a fucking gay black man.
But, I respect women. And despite all of this, I really do. I think y'all are amazing. Literally, every man I know here came from and through one, otherwise we would not be here. Like, we have to respect that. And if you look at a lot of like ancient and kind of old people groups, tribal systems, there were a lot of matriarchies. Yeah. Whether or not, like, however you want to define it, like in a colonial perspective, there were a lot of matriarchies that kept order. Our fucking government right now, all these old ashy,
dusty,
you gotta go, men. They're just holding down this country, holding down imagination, holding down possibilities. But in terms of this specifically, I think it's just fascinating how there's still a war on. You got it, girl? Sage is over here trying to get this water down. Come on, girl. Step into your cunt. Step into your cunt. You there? All right.
We're good.
Strong woman. Strong. Right. But in terms of, I just think it's so fascinating that we're still having these fights over women's right to autonomy on their own body.
Is that insane?
What laws do we have that talk about men and their body? And also, our men are not even fucking responsible. It's why we can't even give birth, because half of us would just be out here like, oh my god, suddenly I'm 6 months pregnant. I didn't even know. Oh my god. I'll just like leave it on a doorstep. Like, that's what would happen if men were the ones to give birth. Thankfully, we don't do that shit. So I think we should give women complete autonomy over their bodies. Give women access to resources, because honestly, there are all these concerns they have about abortion this, abortion that. So, well, really, can people healthily easily, accessibly bring a person into this world.
Yeah.
If that's
Yeah.
the case, then we wouldn't even have to worry about all of this.
Exactly.
So till then, it's like literally, we need to just put all of our effort on uplifting women, giving all access, space, resources, time, and then once all that is established, then I guess we can go into these philosophical talks about what is human, what's not. But like until that's done, we need to have the real world stuff done first. Like
He's single, people. I say people because like we all flew it up in here.
it's New York.
It's like whatever. We try something new.
I mean, honestly, men, like, we literally start as women in the body, and then, like,
Yeah.
with some hormones get expressed to have, like, the XY chromosomes. Otherwise, we all
Talk about science. Bring a science up in here. Take a,
Somebody went to school.
take a swig of that water.
Out. Water time.
No, but in all seriousness, that was serious as shit. Like, it's so frustrating that we were interviewing my mom, and she was just like, back in the day, it was like, we still had this conversation. The fact that there's still
Yeah.
a back and forth, like, it's just a waste of time. Just provide choice and stop getting into other people's business.
Literally.
Like, make sure it's a healthy experience. Make sure people are okay. You may not agree with the fact that someone may want to abort their fetus, but at the same time, you have to respect their decision to do so because it is not your life.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not fully it is not fully developed.
Mm-hmm.
It is not.
Yeah.
So if you can do it in a way like how it is with I'm gonna say the word, I'm gonna say it wrong again.
Do it.
Roe versus Wade.
Yeah.
Wade versus Roe.
Yeah.
Roe v. Wade.
Roe v. Wade. Okay,
Road.
say it strong with your chest.
Roe
Roe v.
vers-
Wade.
Roe v. Wade.
Woe versus road.
I blame the water.
Holy Ghost.
That's a completely understandable law that we can all abide to. So the fact that people are challenging it to this day is not only frustrating, it's disheartening. But
It's a power
also,
move.
It is.
Because just like your mom said, like, this is not a new discussion. These aren't new sides that people are taking. It's a matter of power and having power over someone else.
Mm-hmm.
How
Man.
sick is that?
Man.
I was like,
Wow.
Crazy, dude.
Whoa.
Yes. But
So
it's true. It's been in such like a cyclical mode in terms of like political conversations. It's
Yep.
like honestly, let's go further. Like we got on the moon. Like we have other things to get done.
I don't know. Like, have you guys looked at the
Yeah.
climate change fucking
True.
articles? That was like you've been talking about this shit for a while, but this week specifically, articles
bad.
nonstop about climate change.
Because we're getting to a point where like I think like within the next decade, like if we don't actually make changes, like the next few generations are fucked.
No, like they're dead.
All
It's
marine.
not even fucked. Like we don't exist.
I think I read
That's so
a
scary.
headline.
Yep.
I read a headline, not a full article,
Well
not
done.
a study,
Way to be
whatever.
honest.
But by 2048,
Oof.
like all marine life will be on the brink of extinction. Like everything in the ocean.
Gone,
It's scary.
dead.
Also, we are consuming super small amounts of plastic, but in
Yeah.
terms of how that's going to then leach out in the body, long-term wise, they don't know how
Yeah.
that's going to be expressed in future generations, especially in terms of
Yep.
like infertility, like deformations.
Okay, we have so much to celebrate,
I know.
right? We're
The world's ending, but dance with me to it.
That's really scary that
Our
we're
kids
the
are gonna be
generation.
pissed. They're
The
gonna be pissed. They're
last
like, y'all niggas were out here chilling, barbecuing, turtles out here choking on plastic.
Yeah.
Y'all don't give a fuck.
Did you see that? I know. Take a swig of water.
Bitch, cheers to
I
that.
know.
I hope y'all have me back again.
Honestly, this might have to be a weekly thing, a reoccurring thing.
I ain't got no job. I'll be here. Wait, no, I'm a freelancer.
Okay, excuse me.
Yep.
We're gonna get to this. We gotta let's wrap this
these
shit
people
up
are
so we
watching
can
right
get to
now.
you.
Right. How are we on time?
We're good on time. We have 20
hours
minutes.
later. 3 hours later.
We have 10 minutes. No, just kidding. We're good on time. We're fine. So I wanted to really touch on quickly about Queen Latifah. She is helping female filmmakers create projects and provide funding for these projects.
Oh, shit.
Just want a
Okay.
quick little like dab of like, yo,
We're making it. Wait, keep going, keep going. Keep going.
okay, doing her part to help support other female black filmmakers. So we celebrate that. Thank you, Queen Latifah, the true queen.
True queen.
Thank you. We held hands and we
sweating.
let go. It was great.
I wanted to get another hit of my water.
A moment. Look, we're enjoy. Royal.
I'm getting a lot of judgmental looks from patrons. But
They're white. It's fine.
Ah!
Let them be.
Brought to you by.
Really quickly on a section saying shit I don't care about is Royal Baby is Born. And I wanted to talk about Meghan Markle. She had a baby. Oh my God, so cute. Like, I'm really happy. I'm happy for her. That's really great. We got one drop rule.
My mom is following the story
My mom too.
religiously.
My mom too. I'm
My
like,
mom
girl.
actually really likes it too.
She's like sending me like fucking posts on
Updates.
Instagram, and I'm like,
girl, the water's choking. Like, our rainforest is literally going down, girl. Like, I get it.
The water's choking. Damn, that's sad.
Right.
And quick headline: New York Times headline: Meghan Markle, the Duchess of Sussex and wife of Prince Harry, went into labor for the birth of their first child, who will be the first mixed race baby in the British monarchy's modern history. The fact that New York Times though spotlighted first mixed baby is highly problematic, but
They're trying how they can. They're trying how the fuck they can.
they need clicks.
That's what it is.
They're looking for clicks.
It's like celebrating
That's
the
what
fact,
they
like, mixed baby. Like, we're just gonna address the fact that race is that.
They're like,
significant.
color's in now, guys.
We're talking about color. Let's talk about it.
Right, like the Kardashians now have it. Now the queen. Who's next? Oh, it's you. It's like, girl.
Goes, but no.
This is off topic, but
No,
do either of you watch Blackish?
Yeah.
Have you heard about the spinoff?
Yes.
Mix-ish.
Are you happy with it?
I don't like the title.
I know it seems kind of corny.
They also
but
were trying to say, we have a guest. They also were trying to say, what was it for grownish? It was like college-ish, and somebody was like, that sounds bad.
That's terrible.
So let's change it up. So I'm hoping Twitter does their thing and helps them get like a new, because mixed-ish sounds like, it sounds colorist. It sounds colorist.
Yeah,
Mixed-ish?
it's not.
It seems
No.
kind of
No.
So that's not the point.
hilariously enough. Where are you mixed?
With
Anyway,
hope and
so-
faith. I'm
Look, I don't
chocolate.
know.
Right, it's like, what light? What light we talking about? No. I'm black. Black.
So fortunately,
African.
Nigerian king.
Yes.
I knew
There
it.
you go.
You know.
The fact that we're both mixed. I don't know. It's set in the 70s. That's chill. I don't know. I don't think it was gonna last long, to be honest. But we'll see. I'm skeptical. And the last topic, Met Gala. We have to talk about it.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. So really quickly, I'm gonna spit out. What do you think of the theme?
I think I love the idea of camp. I thought that could be like a really cool. Man, this water is hitting. I'm watching these syllables not come out. I'm like, help.
Okay, so the Met
Yo,
Gala.
I'm not coming back. They're not having me back again. I'm getting all hot. Problematic. Oh my god. All of a sudden I have like a MAGA hat on. Like, help.
No, this has to be.
Absolutely not.
Oh.
Sage is backing up. Like, it's a wrap.
Grabbing her wax.
Well, we're brought to you by.
That's it.
No, okay.
That's it.
So
Turning it
I
off.
love the concept of camp, and I thought it could be really interesting. Come on. Bring it back.
Okay, I'm good. I'm good.
We're
Double
here,
your
we're
money.
here.
Make it stack.
Okay.
Okay.
Collective
see,
breathing.
they
One
messed
second.
up. Right.
Okay, this.
Okay, let's breathe in.
One.
Oh.
We'll breathe in for 3.
No, yep,
Ready?
follow you.
1, 2, 3. Hold it. And out in 3.
Wait. When?
One more time for the group. We'll breathe in on 3. 1, 2, 3. And take it back out.
Okay, we're back.
Okay.
Thank
Well,
you.
This is a whole new show.
I can't wait for
New
this.
Kahootis.
Okay. Met Gala.
So
what
I
do you
love,
think of the theme?
I love the theme of camp. I thought it'd be really cool to like get, the creative side of the really talented, hardworking people. Eva did not take her shot of water well, y'all. Get the really cool creative side of the people who work in Hollywood and I guess Vogue and like the higher, bigger.
Yeah.
But it seemed like a lot of people either A, missed the mark or didn't understand. Ooh, that sounded rude, but true.
No,
They missed the mark.
no, it was
a
accurate.
lot of
To the
people
point where it
missed
was
the
like, this actually, some people had on like prom dresses and like Frank Ocean looked like a security guard. So I'm like, what was the,
Were you
which is almost
disappointed?
funny.
You were disappointed.
Which is
I know.
almost funny. Almost. So
Like maybe he meant it. I don't know.
I don't know. But
So,
also Beyonce, Rihanna did not show up, and I think a couple other celebs. So it may be a sign about the ending of this, or at least the cultural relevancy of the Met Gala.
Which I
It
think
may
it's
be time. Yeah.
Unless there's look, it is a exclusive event of the 1% to
Entirely.
that they have to pay for their tickets. It's not even like a
Really?
donation thing. They pay thousands of dollars to be in
To
it.
go.
Yeah,
So
it's not
a
a
fundraiser for Vogue.
like you're
It's
in,
a
you're,
fundraiser for the Metropolitan Museum. It's not for Vogue, but Vogue like is the focus. They do the whole editorialship for it.
Like you
okay.
have to be invited, but you
Yes,
also have to pay.
That
for
is some
your
rich
ticket.
shit.
Yeah.
That is some rich shit.
So it's just like realistically, yes, it is the ending of this era, which is it's fun to see. I enjoy watching the red carpet. I was never a person that was like the red carpet girl. Oh my god. She had to take
Okay,
it
yeah,
away
I was
from me.
never a red carpet girl either.
Same. I wasn't
Yeah,
a red carpet girl
no.
either. You weren't? I wasn't.
At this, it wasn't
Yeah.
until like moving into Brooklyn and pretending to dress up for it. You see how fun it can be. So I appreciate how the Met turned into a red carpet where they can be of theme. But at the same time, it's like this was the only one that actually seemed fun as shit. They're not even listening to me. They're just fucking playing with the water. And
What are you talking about? We're listening to you. I'm listening with my cut.
This is everything what this show needs to be. We're gonna redefine what favorite look of the gala.
Oh.
I have mine while you guys are thinking.
What was it?
Celine Dion. She kept coming to me.
I didn't see it.
Oh my
It was good.
god! I will show you really
She's
quickly.
Stunning. She's
She
sexy.
She looked fucking great. She looked
She's sexy.
so good. Celine.
She's Canadian mom goals.
And honestly, she seems like a fucking good person. Like she's. I
Mhm.
can't pull her up right now, but she was wearing basically a Vegas showgirl dress, but it wasn't tacky. It was like
It was good.
it just
It was
dripped
camp.
on her. It
was
was
camp.
camp. How would you define camp? Just for
I would honestly define it like I truly did not really care for Gaga's outfits per se, but I loved
yeah.
the 16-minute moment of
Yeah.
that is funny.
That was the
that is
camp
good.
part
That's
of
how,
her
that's how you like.
outfit.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
She got it where she was like, I'm
Yeah.
literally going
Well
to
done.
be camp in
Yeah.
this present. Yes.
Yeah, that was it.
Girl, take some of this water.
You deserve it.
It's the knob.
Harry Styles, I also stand for immediately.
Oh, I didn't
He
see.
looks so
I missed
cute.
everything.
He looks so cute. He had like a little like see-through lace jumpsuit situation, had a pearl earring, and I'm
cute.
just like I stand for Harry. Like he's so
Is
sexy.
he still with One Direction?
No,
Is
no,
that still a thing?
No, it's not.
Oh.
Where the fuck have you been? Under a rock? The
Not
fuck?
at all. Everyone is solo.
Good.
Okay, so quickly, what have you seen? And also, Zazie Beetz is like daddy. I loved it. And Billy Porter, auntie.
Yeah.
Billy's fucking look, entrance moment.
Yeah, I
Aesthetically,
feel
I'm
like
like whatever, but like it was.
Yeah, exactly. But he was grand as
It was,
shit.
yeah, exactly. And that's the point. Even like with Nikki, I understand that it's not her fault. That it was really the designer. And for what's
Nicki's
so
outfit sucked.
it was so. And then like if you look at Prabhu Gurung's past, especially like late '90s work, it was so interesting. Especially like his like aesthetic choices, his like questions in the fashion runway. So I'm like, both of y'all are starting from camp, honestly, in your own. I'm like banging the table. I'm like, from your respective
Coming
fields.
from his fashion background.
And this was like dry cunt ass performance.
Really
like
pulled back.
it was so.
She's
kinda
been
fun.
wilder other Met Galas, which is the strangest thing.
Honestly, I still respect Nikki. I respect her hustle, whatever. But then
Yeah.
when I look at her place culturally versus Cardi, it's like Cardi at least represents kind of like what's happening right now.
Yeah.
Because Cardi's look like. It was good. It was a look, and it was campy.
It was loud.
It was like she was hot as hell in that thing.
Yeah,
she was
she was
wearing like a throw
uncomfy.
pillow, but it was
Hold
camp.
the cap.
Yeah.
Right. And
on
then she
her
gets
head.
it. Her team gets it. It's like it needs to be camp.
Nikki needs to basically Nikki. I mean, I get all my information from the read. Sorry, I'm not trying to like
Same.
steal it, but it just all I'm saying is these. Like I highly respect Crystal Kid Fury. Like I will continue to give him props. But apparently they deleted. That's how digital I am at this point. She fired all of her team, so
Nikki?
she's upgrading her team.
Good.
Yeah.
Because they're stuck in like 2010, and I'm like, but
Yeah.
girl, 2020.
I mean, so is she, to be quite.
Yeah, she is.
quite
No, she
honest.
is. I'm not gonna
Wig.
blame the
Like-
fucking
Wig.
team.
Like, I'm sorry.
Wig.
but-
Ooh,
Speak on
Sage
it.
wants to fight.
What is it? Say this.
No, it's
say
Try
it.
real.
me. Try me.
Bitch.
Yo, her fucking booty long
want
hair
this.
would be
Mhm.
braided
You
and
don't
whip
want
you in the
this.
face
I
if you want it.
know.
Which honestly brings me to what my favorite.
Tessa?
Yeah.
Ah!
Honestly, because
Tessa,
I feel
Tessa.
like there's another one that I'm forgetting, but that seems like a look that
Janelle had a cute look.
I would
Yeah.
don. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did
Tessa's
they hang out
look
after?
Mm-hmm.
Titty eye?
The eye. Yeah.
Titty eye?
The girls get it. The girls
Mm.
get it.
And Tessa was like the whip hair
Mhm.
and just
Tessa's
like
sexy.
Yep.
Period.
I met her twice. I did. I met her twice.
One more time this year.
I met it's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen.
She's gonna come to New
There's
Women's.
so
She's
much
gonna
time
stop by.
left.
She's gonna stop by New Women's Base and she'll be like, "Oh my god, this is so cute. Who is it? Oh my god, 2 black girls own this fucking space. I have to
Period.
meet them."
Period.
I have
And
to
I'm gonna be
host
like,
something here.
Tessa, I
have
met
to-
you. I met you at the fucking your theater production at Second Stage. I met you when we snuck into your private
I'm
party
here. Mm.
at I snuck into our private
Word.
party at after Sorry to Bother You. Yeah, it was
Not
fucking. I was
snuck
hanging out with
in.
Lakeith. Did I tell you this?
No.
What?
Dog. Okay.
No. What?
So
Girl, pause this podcast.
So it doesn't look. I'm glamorizing this shit. We saw Sorry to Bother You at BAM, and then Violet has this way of getting into shit. Like she'll pretend like she doesn't understand. Like, what are you saying, guard at the door? Like I don't understand. Like, so she's very good at what she does. When there was 4 of us, we were like, we're gonna get into this after party. We try to get in. They're like, no, you don't have tickets. And we're like, oh fuck, okay. And then we're like, we're gonna get in. We go to the bar, get some drinks, get prepped, and ready to go. And we go back and we're like, okay, how are we gonna do this? 2 friends of ours went to the corner like, okay, like I work at Vice, I'm gonna like try to talk them up, right, and see if we can get in and we'll open the door for you. And then Violet and I look at each other, we're like, okay, we're gonna try our own way.
Yeah.
So we're on the corner, we see the back door entrance, and we see like Tessa, Eric, Lakeith, they're all like smoking cigarettes outside, or like some of them are, some of them aren't, because I don't want to like drag nobody. And
smoke.
and we walk that way, and it's alongside the sidewalk.
Cancer.
So we walk that way, and they start going inside, and Violet used her talons to keep the door open. So the door is closing, where she's like, and she drags it open. And then we're going in. I have my bike helmet with me and like
Hot.
looking fucking crazy. And we just walk in. We're like, hey, what's up to the security guard? He's like, yo, what's good? And we're like, and we're fucking in.
Hell
We
yeah.
are in the private party of Sorry to Bother You.
Hell yeah.
And without a wristband, we were just
Oh
like,
my
take it,
gosh.
drinks, take it, shots. We get
Yes.
our friends, and we had a great time. They're talking to Lakeith. I'm dancing right next to Tessa. She has no idea that I've met her before. And that's my
That
story.
sounds beautiful.
It's
I have some intense FOMO right now.
Seriously.
okay. It was a year ago. It's fine.
Yeah, still, it's here.
Still present.
FOMO, very present.
Most hated look of the Met Gala.
Nikki.
Damn.
Honestly, or this white boy does makeup called James Charles.
Oh yeah, fuck him.
Honestly,
What?
and his look.
Wait,
Yeah.
is that
too.
Kim Kardashian's person?
No, it's
No.
some makeup influencer.
Isn't he
that-
problematic anyway?
Yes.
Yeah. So
Isn't
no.
he-
Like
Kim's?
extremely racist.
That's Kim's person.
Well, he probably is too, but
Yeah. Who he's like has.
You know what? Maybe.
You might-
He
I'm
says
like,
like
no.
nigger and all that
Saying
stuff.
no. Probably. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
He's a white guy,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
he's like
But
his long hair.
He's worked
and
with Kim,
stuff.
but I don't think he does Kim's makeup.
Okay.
Hopefully.
Look, she was like, I love these swatches. Like, what's his name?
Literally.
He was there.
Yeah.
He got invited to the fucking Met Gala.
Yeah. He was.
But he looked a
invited.
hot mess.
He
as
looked
he
like he didn't
deserves.
know what he was fucking doing.
And that's the tea.
Yeah, and like he.
So I sound such a bitch.
No, you
I-
sounded accurate.
I sound like
No,
a
but
cunt.
his
Don't fucking say now that you're so shit.
I said that with passion and strength. A cunt.
You were talking about Tessa, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're talking about
Yeah.
Tessa, not
No,
this little
I'm talking about a
racist
cunt,
ass.
not that little bitch. Not that little
There you
bitch. I would.
Thank you.
I ain't coming back.
Yes, you absolutely are.
Yeah.
You hated the look. I'm sorry you hated it. You hated Nikki.
Yeah, I mean, but I didn't see that many. But I saw Nikki's, and I was like, "Girl, what the hell are you doing?"
Very basic.
Well, I mean, it was like, okay, so James Charles, which one was the Hemsworth? One of the Hemsworth
Whoever.
brothers. Like,
Miley's?
Was
like-
Miley with him?
Like
Miley's looks
yes.
basic.
Yeah, she was with him, and you know what? That's coupled with his.
Yep.
There were like, I don't know, a handful of just your traditional handsome white dudes
Yeah.
that were in just like black
Regular-
suits, and it's like
What's the point? Why would you?
Why
First
are
of
you
all,
here?
Why would you do
Why are-
camp if everyone you're gonna invite is bland as fuck?
why are you here?
Miley, you failed.
All of that to say Miley sucks.
Basically. Basically.
I personally hated Kim Kardashian.
I thought she was camp.
I saw it.
I liked
I saw
it.
it. The
I liked it
drops-
'cause
the
I-
drops.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
campy.
It's like
Look,
you see it.
It's
you-
campy by her. You
you-
know she's gonna still give you bad bitch Instagram aesthetic,
Yeah.
no
Can
matter
I?
what she
Okay,
does.
that's what. See, I'm dropping my glasses.
Right.
You see it from afar, and you're like, okay, she's wet.
That's
all right.
But that's the thing.
Okay.
I will give her. Okay, she has. If that's the case, then she's always dressed camp.
Always.
Because she only.
Are we out of? Are we out of the chaser?
I got scared. I was like, I can't handle water on its own. Not on its own, but then
Just a little bit.
Coca-Cola came through. Sponsor #ad.
Sponsor water.
Oh my gosh.
She has. We've been talking
They're
about
gonna,
this
have
way
to
too
cut,
long.
they're gonna have to chop and screw this
This
episode.
is like a fucking 2-hour episode.
After the shit I'm putting on here. Ew.
Okay. What I actually look, I don't like her.
She
so
is
I'm
always-
being biased.
Yeah.
I don't fucking like her.
All right, so that's the main part of this conversation.
So
I
let me
don't like
preface
that.
this with.
I laugh at the fact that she is dripping because she is constantly wet. You're like,
Listen, I've had a lot of water. I had some vegetables earlier. Let me rock. Let me.
You're rocking. You're rocking. You're literally.
Let me do my
literally
pretty
rocking.
girl rock. So.
Kim
Oh God,
Kardashian,
where's
I
she?
don't like that she looks wet
Somewhere.
all the time. Every year she looks wet. Okay, I'm gonna bring us back.
Maybe
she looks
she's a
wet all the
mermaid.
time.
Have you ever considered that?
I hate you guys. The knob has taken over. Okay, we're moving on.
No, okay, so I will say the first time that I saw her
I was
her
bored.
outfit, yeah, it was like, okay,
Is
I've
this-
seen this before.
Shut the fuck up.
I just
Not
learned-
you,
I just
Sage.
learned what kind of water I'm drinking. I'm pissed. I'm pissed.
You're
Wait,
welcome.
what were you saying, babe? No.
She told me to be quiet.
No.
No, I told Mark to shut the fuck up.
Right.
I obey.
Wait till we finish recording.
Just we're not even at your interview section yet.
This violent iPhone shot.
So
Brown out here.
okay.
Oh gosh, it was right. It was showing.
That's how we get sponsored.
Yeah.
Bam.
Yo,
bam.
be on the show.
Listen. Hashtag
Everything.
Knob
everything.
Creek. Kentucky straight bourbon.
What? Sock on my knob, like corn on the cup.
We love a knob,
I don't.
babe.
I actually do. I really enjoy it. Back in the day, I really enjoyed it.
Y'all fucked up. Babe.
Okay.
Babe.
So,
Have a knob. Just on the creek. All right.
Okay.
Breathe
okay.
in.
No, fuck you. We're not. We can't. We're moving on. I say fuck you with my heart, not with my mouth.
Say it with your cunt.
Okay, so you're here every single fucking
Yeah,
week, every
yeah,
time.
yeah.
Oh, where's the contract?
Actually, fair.
Yeah, fair, but it's
Fair.
for free.
Fair.
Anyway,
this
so
is the contract.
my last.
That's ghetto. Girl, they're offering me
all we
knob. They're offering me
have.
Knob Creek.
all we have.
I'm
Fair.
gonna rein this in.
Okay.
I'm
Okay,
reining this
yes.
in. Last thing, fuck Kim Kardashian.
Nada.
Kris Jenner looked fucking crazy, and Lena
Was she
Waithe,
there?
Spectacular Truth. She looked amazing.
Mm.
She provided
Mm,
spectacular
yes.
truth of
Yeah,
what
yeah.
camp actually is. That was amazing. I'm gonna look how serious.
I mean,
you
I
got.
think I know we got real shit.
But
But I
like
think
the detail.
no, I think
all of
honestly
it.
we need to highlight the intersection of blackness and camp
Mm-hmm.
because there's so much camp in blackness that doesn't get any just due.
We
because
never do. Why
camp
people get
is
so
black.
excited?
I know, and I'm looking like if you even look at like Missy Elliott, for example, camp.
Oof.
Nicki Minaj,
Yeah.
Camp.
Yeah.
Little Camp. All these black female rappers and musicians. Girl, yeah, you should have gone on that coke earlier. A
Coca-Cola.
A cola.
Not, I don't do
A
that.
cola. Yeah.
I mean,
but
look.
there's a
to
lot
each
of
their
camp
own.
in black. Safe space. So, hopefully next year. What do you think they'll do next year? Wasn't it Heavenly Bodies last year?
They can suck my dick if that's the one.
If I'm not invited next year, then it doesn't matter.
Agreed. Ooh, can you imagine Sage with her long fucking hair trailing? Because, like, she won't cut it until then. And it will trail the carpet. And you'd be like, y'all are fake, but this is real.
Period. I feel
No
like
tampon.
I could see like.
I got it from Ricky.
And
Sorry.
I'm out. No.
And I'm out.
Like kind of like how Solange did in that maybe it's Down with the Click, that one music video from her project where her hair was like all. Also, girl.
Have you seen her hair?
Yeah, it's
Okay,
yeah.
it's
I'm saying
long
like
as
you can literally
shit.
like do like a floor long. Yeah, Anna, girl, hit up Sage. Anna Wintour, vote.
Let me know.
I got
She
photos
knows.
to
She
show.
knows.
She knows.
Okay,
She got
it's
your
okay,
email.
she
She's
knows.
cool. She's cool.
She listens to this.
Okay, last
Obviously.
question is, what would your preferred drag name be?
My preferred drag name.
Yes.
Ooh, I don't know. Let me think on this.
Yeah,
Sage.
I wouldn't even know where to begin. I'm
Blackie Chan would be mine.
Okay, you can't just use that.
Look,
I'm
I made the
so
question. I was ready. It
upset.
was my thing for a while.
Blackie
Okay.
Chan.
Yes.
Go off. Go the fuck off. What would like your like
Or
drag
Eva
be?
Sailor.
What would
From
your drag
Sailor
be?
My, what? Okay. Big, long, curly hair.
Mhm.
Basically me, but exaggerated,
Mm.
which is hard to do because I'm pretty exaggerated.
I feel like I would go by Cherry.
Oh my god, you look like a cherry.
Cherry would be
Cherry
cute.
pop.
Ooh, cute. I'd be like a really shitty pop musician. Like really shitty.
like,
No,
like,
no, you don't understand.
Like she doesn't listen to
really.
any of her friends, but they've all been telling her like don't make music. But she doesn't give a fuck.
Doesn't give a
She got a
fuck.
strong cunt.
Yes.
Yes.
Way to use it.
Yes.
She is strength. Your last one. Come on, baby girl.
Sage would be knob.
Because she's been taking it back.
Yeah, it would have to be a 4-letter word as my name.
Sage.
Mm.
Look, your name alone could be a drag name. Sage Youngblood is the strongest name I've ever heard in my life.
No, but it would have to.
Damn, honestly.
Sage Youngblood.
Or what about like Palo Santo?
It would have to be a single syllable, just like.
like a play on Sage.
Oh, like the extended cousin.
Oh,
like,
the.
Palo-
Eva, sweetie,
Why
we
not?
can fight.
Why not
we're sharing a
Palo
table.
Santo?
What about like Palo?
Put the
But it's like I know.
Oh my
But it's like a strong. It's like a drag
It's like
king.
a-
Mhm. That's a thing too.
Yeah.
Okay, next question.
Oops. Thank
Answered.
God. The next question is all about you.
So today's sponsor.
So we're gonna actually take a break really quickly. Today's sponsor goes to Listening Party, Canal Street Market, New Women's Space, and I guess Knob Creek Whiskey Bourbon, because
Hit us up.
we are turnt as fuck.
We on our creek.
Mm-hmm.
Stay flow.
And we're back. And we're back. Okay, so this is all about you, boo. Okay, get ready to talk about yourself. So Mark has been a dear friend. You know what? You might as well. We're almost done. As I'm talking, take the swig of water and no chaser. Mark has been a dear friend of mine. He's dying right now. He is a photographer from right now living in Brooklyn, but you're from originally born in London.
Yep.
Wow, that I honestly did not know.
Yeah, no, I've been in the States for like 14 years now, so
Maybe
no
I did know. I
accent.
Oh,
just
so
didn't
what's
listen.
London?
Right. But I still claim
Okay, yeah.
born and
Damn.
raised.
I
born
mean,
and
I claim too, since it's just you. I lived in London too. Anyway.
Miley, what's good?
Okay, clearly she stands for Barty. Barty or Barbie? I don't know. Anyway. Okay. Sorry. Fuck! The dog got me! I was organized until then.
Me and Sage were trying to figure out what the heck just happened. Moiti till 5.
you're a photographer.
Yes.
You're an artist.
Yes.
No, you're an artist,
Yeah.
photographer. Like, identify what is.
True.
And born in London. When did you make your way to New York?
When I was 10 years old, my dad randomly won the green card lottery, and I think
That's wild.
it's honestly insane because there's no other reason we'd be able to get here. Just because even then, it's still a bit difficult to get over to the States.
Even with the lottery?
Yes.
Well, no, outside of the lottery, just like if you were trying to get to the United States and move your family over, it was
Yeah.
still like a long process. And then even now, it's still a long process. That's bullshit. Make sure everyone votes blue moving forward. But outside of that, yeah, when I was 10 years old, we moved over here. We moved to New York originally for a couple months, then Philly, and then we went down to like Waxhaw, North Carolina. I was gonna say Bumblefuck, but Waxhaw, North Carolina.
Synonyms there.
You know, still throw it out, but
It's-
like, and now we live in Charlotte, and then I went to school in Atlanta, and now I'm in New York.
Holy fuck.
I know, and hopefully like 2 years later, I'm gonna move out west.
They just,
So-
I will
2
follow.
years? That's the timeline?
That's
2
the timeline. I
years?
wanna
Mark,
move.
I will follow you.
Well, I mean, I really, honestly,
I might be there with you.
Yeah,
honestly.
honestly.
No, okay, so I really either want to build a healing retreat center outside in either
You're
Joshua
dancing so
Tree
much.
or like New Mexico. But that's the goal.
We're gonna get there. We're gonna
Okay,
get
okay,
there
okay.
because I'm excited this new direction that you have.
Yes.
So I met you at Creative Circle. Shout out
Yes.
to a wonderful creative staffing agency that
Mhm.
I absolutely love to work for.
Mhm.
You came in as a freelance photographer, and what is your? You were working. Can I say where you were working?
Yeah.
You were working at Interview as
Mhm.
like the photo director, correct?
Yes.
And how did it feel knowing your back history a little bit? How did it feel getting into the fashion industry, being the photo editor of Interview magazine? Oh my God.
No, you did a good job. You're good. So I guess my background, I went. You're just killing me, y'all. When I went to Emory, I originally went to go study art, and then the department got cut, so then I was lost for a little bit. Ended up studying philosophy. Was gonna do law, even like up until recently, was gonna do law school, and then I think junior year, I met this boy. He was a photographer. Fell in love, and then right.
No, there's nothing wrong with like
No,
inspire
no, it's good.
beautiful
In
things.
the
Yeah, so
moment,
then
it's still
through-
fucking, yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm thankful because I'm here. I'm here talking with you two right now, so it's all part of the journey. But through talking and meeting that boy, I love these two so much, and I'm so excited they're here at Canal Street doing their thing,
I'm
and
like-
also Women's Center. Make sure y'all donate. If you're listening to this, stop right now and at least put $1 because you got it. If not
Exactly.
five.
Just put a pause, you
Yeah.
know?
All right. So press play now. We're back. But I didn't go to like art school, so I just kind of learned photography through going to his school in the evenings and the night and studying what he learned that day. And then by like random chance, I got an internship up here in New York for an arts sculpture studio out in Queens. They allowed me to like financially be able to come out here, and then after working kind of like social media and content marketing for a while, I slipped into this fashion space, probably through like another boy again.
Look, that's how we get our
Probably.
inspiration
Listen,
sometimes.
Probably.
Men ain't shit, but girl, they'll get you a job. And that's what
Nothing
they're here
was
for.
confirmed,
Kind
but
of
like
the
it
week.
probably was.
Like, I know. I would like to be excluded from this narrative. But, oh, my bad. But I got into the fashion space, and then after kind of working a year, like trying to stumble through, or no, more like 6 months, I landed randomly this job at Interview Magazine as like a photo assistant.
Please dive into that because the way you expressed that to me, how you got that was like
It's
fucking
really
lit.
funny because I honestly
Sage
just
is ready.
right, girl. So I literally just had like a really cute resume formatted from my friend who like worked at Google, stole that shit. But no, he sent me the format and I took it and used it. And then I had like a really good book. I honestly believe was what got me into the door. But I told myself like I'm only shooting brown and black models, like that's it, and that's like all I'm about, and that's normalized because there's all these other people shooting whatever. So when I went to the interview, I was just like, you know what? I recognize that my work can be in this space because this other work is in this space. There's nothing different between my work and that work besides the circumstances. And so I think just honestly having like, even though I was totally bullshitting, like whatever, but I was like, I really just like was like, I'm confident in my work, if anything, and I know that with my work, then I can do this job and I can learn. And honestly, between all of us and anybody that's in a super high position of power, it's really just opportunity and access. That is it. Anybody can learn anything. So the qualifications and skills are all whatever, but it's really just like getting the moment. But so I'm thankful that I randomly and again, a woman boss, somebody who could see past the bullshit, she gave me the opportunity and helped me understand like how to do the different interview series. And out of 40 candidates, I was the one that got chosen. But then, so the company, toward the nature of New York, everything's always in a flux. 2 months into it, my boss ended up leaving for a better opportunity. The company was kind of questioning what was happening. And so then it was just only me full time in the photo department and nobody else in that department. And after 1 month of doing an entire issue on my own, I was like, I'm not able to do this. I mean, I can, but I was dying. Like,
You're doing everything.
I was having hundreds of emails a day. I was coordinating every single image in that magazine.
It's like the admin in addition to
yes,
the photo
doing
editorial
budgets and
stuff.
so
yes.
And it's crazy because I had never had a full-time job before. I'd only been like just doing art and social media, and it was like props to this whole other industry that I didn't really understand but wanted to work in. So then the next 4 months, I pretty much essentially was moved up to photo director, and then I hired a whole team, all brown and black people, because like we need to give everybody experience that we can, and we did that shit. We made the magazine work up until it folded. Now it's back, but I'm proud of those 4 months acting as photo director. We've made great stories, worked with crazy budgets, worked with crazy talent, and it let me know like no matter what, like this is all illusion in terms of these like, you know, really kind of exclusive industries. It's a lot of smoke and mirrors, but when you get in, then you realize that we can do the work. We know that we can work hard. We know that we're talented. We know that we're strong. We know we're passionate.
That's absolutely true. Especially, I mean, knowing you and like seeing your artistic development, understanding that it really just took, and I don't want to say bullshitting as if that was a way to deter, like, take away from what you work towards.
Yeah.
But essentially, it's like if you don't. So you're just like, oh, where's
Sorry,
the
I'm like,
chaser?
y'all, there's a little bit left of this water, and I'm downing that hoe.
It hit me aggressively. The fact that you were able to, I am inspired by the fact that you were able to take charge and like make your own reality, take on the experience, because like you basically bullshitted your way into this position.
No,
but
completely.
with qualified content that you had.
Yeah.
I'm not deterring from the fact that you are extremely talented photographer, but the fact that you were able to get through the gatekeeper and say, look, you didn't say, look, I've never had a job like this before. You're like, no, I know exactly what I'm doing. I'm able to do it. That's what's different, and you were able to lead with confidence, and that's what got you the job. And then you know, people need to hear that. They need to make sure that they
be confident in your art, and that's something excuse me. That's something I still work on daily. But it's like having confidence in the art and looking at the art versus wherever other arts are in whatever publications or segments, and then being like, okay, if my art's at that same level, or I believe my art is just as valid, then everything else then is just technicalities and, you know, random chances or whatever. But like there's no art, it's completely all subjective. So it's like there's no good or bad art. It's just whatever you make. You just need to find the right space to put it.
exactly.
And there's spaces for your art, for your work, for your talent.
So you took away time to travel. How did that help you recenter yourself?
I was in this moment where I was still kind of stuck on the traditional path of like, let me get a traditional 9-to-5 corporate. I was studying, I know, literally. I was going to go to law school just kind of in a way to honestly please my parents. And then traveling kind of gave me a good insight into like, appreciate the lifestyle that I have and live up in New York, especially still given this time period when I get to juxtapose it to other places in America. But B, recognize that I'm here for a reason, that I'm doing the work that I'm doing for a reason.
You really are.
It makes me feel, get that knob, girl. That's a shot, girl. You know.
You just let it happen without.
You know what to do. This my cunt, y'all.
Yo, we redefining that shit.
Redefining realness, bitch. But no, and like a real G, she took it straight to the head, threw her chin up to the sky. Recognize a bad bitch when you see one.
Bad cunt, yeah, bitch.
Right. And she got her third eye open on her bandana. My girl's chakras are aligned.
Sam Storage original.
Listen. Shout out, hashtag. But why are you recording me? But what was the question?
I don't remember.
Neither do I.
What?
Yo. That
okay.
knob hit me.
Okay, fuck. Okay, I'm gonna just say we drank the whole bottle.
It's gone.
Sponsored. Knob Creek, where you at? Wah, wah.
Okay, I remember the question.
Cool.
You're just cool.
Whoa.
What led you what led you to take the trip to recenter yourself and
Gotcha.
understanding that your parents, wanted you to go to law school and
Mm.
rediscovering the fact that you didn't want that for you?
I think more so towards living authentically was the honest ultimate goal and like the ultimate and underlying issue, especially when you think about like I don't know, like especially childhood, like programming and conditioning. It was more about like traveling helped me realize like I'm alive. I need to recognize that I'm alive. I'm thankful to be alive, but it's like what will I do with this life? And
It's your life.
literally, and that's what it gave me. It gave me good agency because it gave me time to think. And sometimes living in New York, it's like we go so fast, not even day to day, hour to hour, in terms of what we're supposed to be doing.
And you
running.
forget that.
And forget that we're not like these productive machines. No,
We're
you
not
and
a
I,
machine.
we're like these emotional, physical beings that really are supposed to enjoy our time here. And recentering back and kind of that like awareness allowed me to be like, no, like, yes, it's scary that I don't really know like how my life is going to unfold, but that's also like the joy of it all, and that's like the strength. And it's like, let me just believe that like I'm going to be okay, and then hopefully my life will reflect that. And then honestly, since like switching to like an abundance mindset and trusting more in the universe and still putting the effort in, like even watching the Beyonce documentary
Thank God for Beyonce.
refired my where I'm like, I need to sit down and do my work. I need to sit down and
Yes, I swear
because
to God.
my girl
She was
spent
so honest.
8 months working for like 2-3 hour performances. So it's like, no, I need to also put that effort in.
Yes.
But then it's like,
She's no bullshit.
She's like, I'm not just like blind this way. It's like woke
Yeah.
up like this. Like, no, I really do wake up and work my ass off before I go to
Yes.
bed for months on end.
I appreciate her for doing that.
Me too, because I think especially with social media right now, we have like such a tendency to only see the complete highlights and the complete joy and whatever, and it doesn't show you all of like A, the privilege and access certain people and bodies have, but B, then the work that people put in, and honestly even like the finessing, the bullshitting we have to do. It's like, I'm here in New York, I'm freelancing, but it's not like I just popped out of my mom and like I'm just doing that. It's like I really did have to put some effort in, be really aware and cognizant of what's happening around me, and learning to read my life. And I'm still doing like, it's a daily thing where like my practice is to just be ooh. But sorry, the mic flipped up, but I flipped back down.
I'm so happy that you're here.
I'm
You're
like
back.
so
That you are
thankful.
back here right now.
I'm so thankful to be here. I'm so thankful for my brown black girls. It's gonna be. Hopefully, I'll be on the next episode. But we'll see.
I think this might be a reoccurring.
I'm
This will be a
down.
reoccurring.
I'm down because by the white man's face outside, he wants me back here too. Because why else is he looking so damn hard?
I had to end that video there.
right. But I'm a sweet bitch. I'm a sweet cunt. No.
Oh my God.
Overall, though,
You better come to the comedy show
listen,
tomorrow.
let me know that the trip gave me time, space to just think about and value my life. And now I'm back here. I'm ready to work hard. I'm ready to do the work I gotta do. But I'm also ready to have a good time and also like to appreciate the moments of connectivity because we're here.
Speaking of which, we're gonna act like we were completely professional. Do that entire time.
Right.
Wow, that squeaked in my voice. I want to dive into the fact that you're on this. No, I don't want to say different because you are additionally like you're extremely talented photographer, and I don't think you're deterring from that experience. But you're focused now. You're refocusing on a more spiritual, more abundance experience. For as long as I've known you, you've always been a very spiritual person. That's why we've connected so well.
Completely.
When our little like smoke sessions and we're talking about
Literally, I
We're
met
on.
Eva at this agency, and like from jump, I was like, cool. And then through Eva, I met Sage, and I was like, all right, +2. Like, it ain't nothing. It ain't nothing.
but a thing, but a
Listen.
spiritual alignment.
Real G's moving silence like lasagna. Like,
Oh shit.
I really am hungry.
same.
So, where's that from?
Brought to you by Lil Wayne. Stream the Carter.
I was never a Wayne.
Oh, right, I
You're
feel
never
you.
a Wayne fan?
Not even like early
Wow.
2000s, mid 2000s.
Not even right now?
Nope.
Because I'm new?
All right, so we're gonna take a weed break. We'll be right back. We come back. She's like,
sorry.
yeah.
Yeah, I love
I've
Lil
always
Wayne.
loved Lil Wayne.
That's
If you see, I'm actually in the Bedrock video. A milli. Okay, but yo, whoever has to edit this, good luck.
Me, bitch.
So we're gonna start back here. All right, we're back. Y'all, they ain't gonna bring me back. I'm so scared.
So, fuck you, because we are. So, I don't even know.
You're gonna cut this shit out, and it's gonna be like 5 minutes long.
Oh my god.
No. So you were talking about me jumping to a spiritual.
Yes, ho. Okay, so.
So
yes,
I'm a hoe. I'm a
yes.
cunt, but I'm not a
Look,
hoe.
on my birthday, you defined that you were a hoe.
Wait, are you there?
No, didn't come to my birthday party.
Okay,
but
that's what. Okay, thank
yeah,
you.
Sage was waiting on your ass
I was
because I,
like,
told
where's
everybody
Mark?
that you were
What's-
coming. Yeah, you fake. Anyway.
All right.
I didn't
right.
move from the front door because I
they-
was waiting for you.
Listen,
I didn't have a good time at all because I was
Despite that
I'm
her best friend
sorry.
was having her birthday, but yeah, fuck me, right?
right. She was like, yeah, I was here for some bitch's birthday, but where were you, nigga?
You have went from fashion photographer, art director, freelancer art director, and photographer to now you're taking on a space at AP Cafe, which we are highly big fans of, and we get inspiration from because we
Slash, we
highly
should do
respect
something
them.
there, like do a live
I recommend. Yeah.
radio. Okay, but we'll talk.
Tell us about that because you didn't tell me that you were working, at this space specifically as the event coordinator. I had to look at your fucking LinkedIn, you fake asshole. And
Call me, beat me if you want to reach me, bitch.
And big congratulations. What
Thank
led
you.
you to from being a fashion photographer at Interview Magazine to having a life-turning experience to now doing event coordinating and involving your spirituality and meditation in it?
Well, so I guess like as backstory, yeah, I was working at Interview Magazine, and then we got laid off. But I put my
White
two-
people, they suck.
but I put my 2 weeks in, so and then and then I was ready to go anyway. But afterwards, then I think I just had a lot of free time for the first time in a very long time, and I was going to jump to another full-time job, and I was like, you know what? I noticed that the same job positions at different companies were going to give me the same type of like shitty lifestyle that I did not want. And so I was like, you know what? Let me pause. Let me see what I have around me. Let me also make some art. Let me also have some fun. And then I am sure something will come up. So it was just like a lot of time for me to deplug, to de-stress, and then to declutter and allow
reflect.
Yeah, and it's like, I think again, like just A, living in New York, B, America, it's like we really don't value anything other than productivity. So I needed that time to just chill out and like, just relax. And then from that, I was able to be like, no, there's a bigger picture. It's like the fact that I'm alive, again, the fact that we're all here, that's so phenomenal and so random. And yet we're still here. So now with that understanding about just like appreciation for life and to be able to connect and to meet and again, to literally live, like that's crazy. I was like, how can I further this mission, or what can I do while I'm here? And I still did try to go into the fashion space, but I realized after a while that it was very egoic and very like macho driven and very kind of like, especially for a lot of men, even if it's queer men, like especially men still trying to prove something to each other about value and worth. And it's like, no, if I have internal self-value and self-worth, then that's all I need. And then if I can develop and nurture that, then whatever I do moving forward will be me. And so that helped me shift my focus from only doing fashion because I was viewing it through our social media kind of contemporary lens.
Which
of
many
like,
of us do.
yeah, and it's like,
Yeah.
I get it though, but it is a great opportunity and space for people to have economic and I guess cultural collateral and clout. But
Economic to a stretch because the low-key fashion industry is falling.
yeah, and I think, and
But
like,
the clout is rising.
and
Like,
talking about
it's
like the Met
ironic.
too, a lot of these industries and these spaces as they're operating, I think we're in a time period where everything's falling, but it's necessary falling so we can build up better and new things.
Well said.
So from that, I understood that like if I step out of my ego and I step out of my expectations when I can and just like allow life to guide me, more than likely I would hope that it will give me all the things that I truly, honestly, like emotionally, spiritually want. And that's been the case. And so from that, I used to be like, I'm not photographing events or I'm not doing weddings or blah, blah. And it's like, actually, these are moments for me to step into these different spaces or communities and get to know these people and document the work and stuff they're doing. That's I'm thankful that I can do that. Like I'm
You
really
connecting
appreciative.
with people.
Yeah, and it's like
beyond the social digital realm.
yeah, and even the fact that we're doing this radio, it's like A, we're here right now in real life having a fucking bomb time, but then B, people then get to feel that energy and that like spirit beyond just the moment too, and that's I think it's just like it was a way of me reintroducing myself to myself and what can be done with all this technology and not view everything like, oh my gosh, like why do we have all these problematic things? And it's like actually we now have a lot of really good tools in front of us, and it's still on us to do this like in real world stuff, but we can use the internet as like a tool to break the barriers to like accessibility and knowledge. So
And to avoid
Yeah, for
ego.
sure.
to avoid ego, and like
Yeah.
ego's not bad, like it's still good, a
helps
good
inspire.
defense, and it's
You
a
need
good,
it.
you
Yeah.
need it.
Yeah, you
It's
need
it's the one that will be in your corner always, but to
Drive you.
not let that corner be the whole world.
Exactly.
And especially in fashion, and especially as a man, I think that's quite easy for me to slip into. So I've been really
Oh my god.
allowing myself to just kind of like dip elsewhere. So now I'm making these events, and I'm working on like meditation series and a yoga workshop. And
How was your last meditation?
it? Was good. We had 20 people come. 20
I was
beaut-
supposed to be 21, but I'm sorry.
No, it's cool. It's cool. Everything will happen.
20 is still huge.
It's huge.
Yeah,
in
I'm
like the event
I'm
realm.
thankful.
It's like
I'm thankful, and
Yeah.
it was really healing for me. It was really healing for a lot of people. We all got to just sit down and talk to random strangers that we did not know. And you know, if you would not believe it or not, like in New York, it's like we have millions of people here, but people still do feel lonely or disconnected
Yes.
outside of their own communities in New York. And so I want to build spaces with AP, who I've gotten to know a lot of the people there over the past like 2 years, just by virtue of going there quite often, and then
Doing your
photographing
freelance stuff.
and doing my freelance stuff with some of the people
Yeah.
that work there, and then realizing like this is a really beautiful cafe that has a lot of like queer people, a lot of brown people, black people, and women that come here.
Speak on it.
So I was like, let's make my versions of some events that I want to do, which are just like, you know, giving back to the community and making them accessible. And there's still other events, like there's parties, you know, it gets ratchet, it's whatever, but I wanted to at least balance it. I wanted to at least balance it so that we have things for people to commune, to
yeah.
ground, and to de-stress. And so that's the work I'm really interested in right now.
I just am in love with you, and
Oh, I love y'all too.
the last thing I was gonna ask is what is it like to work for a black-owned business? Being
Healing.
a black queer person.
Healing. It's good. I mean, honestly,
Let
I want our
me just
communities
let
to
you
have
know.
the same access, the same opportunities,
Yeah.
the same
There's
resources.
a lot of gifts that we can provide.
Value all of us, and allow us to just be like, yeah, you want us to work, fine, but like we should not be working to survive. That should not be the case. I should work to be like, oh my god, like let me like pay this fucking bill, not like, oh my god, if I don't
need to-
work, I will actually die off this earth.
But the
That's
frustrating part is the fact that there are people that like to appropriate our experience, our culture,
I
our
know.
talent, our creativity, our artistry, everything, but not provide us the opportunity
I
for being
know.
paid for it.
And I think honestly, what I've learned from my own work is like,
Working in that space and then working for your own
Yeah.
space.
and that's even like with fashion. I
Yes.
realized like they don't value black and brown talent or art. Unless it's something they can take and capitalize off of.
Yep.
Exactly.
And after a while, I was like, well, then you know what? Screw that. I'm gonna make my own opportunities, my own moments. I'm gonna fight and just figure it out. Because if I was able, and as we all are able to get into their spaces, then we can honestly create our own. And when we can create our
Yes.
own stuff, we will be fine, all right. Because we're trying to blend and manage ourselves into their spaces, and it's really not
no,
working.
just make our
Yeah.
own and
Make
have
our
them
own.
blend
However
in.
you can, wherever
We
you
are
can.
the culture.
Yeah, and then that's why I go back to the abundance mindset when I started being like, you know what? No, I have all the things I need. Let me figure out what I want to do with what I have. Because then honestly, I think then it'll just keep compounding on top of itself. Even though I want like the fucking White House to be all black and brown, but in time, you gotta start small.
It's like I forget that Obama was there.
I know.
Okay, so we're gonna wrap up. I don't want to say we're gonna wrap up, but we have to wrap up. I'm so trash at this.
To be continued.
That harsh. So we're gonna
To
wrap
be
up.
continued.
Everyone, shut the hell up.
No, it's just like I felt like that was the most appropriate moment because you're speaking so much truth.
Mhm.
Mhm.
We
Yes,
love the
you're
fact
right.
that you've
You're
been
right.
on this. I'm so
I've been so thankful to be on this episode
have
this week.
fucked.
But I'm thankful to be here. Thank you for having me.
Thank you,
Um,
Canal Street Radio. Thank you, listening party. Thank you,
All right.
everyone.
Amazing.
Thank you, Mark.
We
Thank
done?
You, Eva.
Wait,
Thank you, Sage.
Thank you.
follow me at
Yes, that's what I was gonna say.
studio.aghatise. Also come to AP Cafe
Can you
in
say it
Brooklyn.
again?
Studio Artise, so it's studio.aghatise. Tise. Also come to AP Cafe. We have great food, cute people, cool events. Also support these two lovely women in all of their endeavors. Please, if you have any spare dollars, send them over to the Red Dot campaign.
I feel really inspired. I'm back. Bye.
Later.